Okay, welcome back to our continuing coverage on the horrific terror attack that happened last night on Amarnath pilgrims. And these are the visuals of the bodies of the 7 pilgrims who tragically lost their lives in the horrific attack. Now, I have with me also from the AIMIM, Asaduddin Owaisi. You know, sir, I wanted to ask, when an incident like this takes place, there are all sorts of high-level meetings, there are all sorts of statements, political parties condemning the attack, but there is also politics that is being played over an incident like this. I mean, these were innocent, unarmed pilgrims who were on that bus, who came under attack. Why is it that when an incident like this takes place, then all of us start talking about terrorism and how it needs to be ebbed, and then we see the usual political blame game? I mean, shouldn't the nation just stand united and collectively condemn horrific incidents like these, the loss of innocent lives, and also take action against terrorists? Why are there just so many sympathizers still in the valley? Why is it we see that people continue to thwart anti-terror operations?
Well, the country is united as far as terrorism is concerned. And especially what happened yesterday, I'm sure the whole country is united. But you have to ask pointed questions to the government, if not today, maybe tomorrow. Because there are certain lapses which have happened and which I'm sure the government will have to answer to it. Because today might not be the right time, an appropriate time to raise all those questions. But definitely the victims and the whole country would like to know, even after intelligence alert was issued, you know, this horrific terrorist incident took place.
You know, but sir, in the past, Saeed Ali Shah Gilani termed the Amarnath Yatra as an Indian cultural invasion. Would you condemn statements like these?
Of course, I would definitely condemn it, because Amarnath Yatra you cannot disconnect it. But what I know as of now, that the common people in Kashmir Valley are condemning it. You know, they have condemned yesterday's incident. So yes, I don't agree with such statements which has been given by all these separatist leaders.
No, absolutely. He in fact blamed the government of India, saying that the Amarnath pilgrimage is there to impose its ideology on the people of Kashmir, impose religion. Now, you know, when such kind of statements come in, one also wonders if this kind of backing, this kind of support comes in from people like Saeed Ali Shah Gilani and the others, doesn't it embolden terrorists?
Well, you see, you know, you have always terrorists who are hell-bent on attacking Indian citizens, who are hell-bent on weakening our social fabric. But at the same time, when intelligence alert was issued in June itself,
yes,
and you know, this vehicle, thankfully, thanks to the driver who didn't stop even after firing, you know, hats off to his presence of mind that he continued and it didn't stop. But you know, there are many important questions, you know, which the government must answer. That 8 after dark, buses do not ply on such roads. So maybe if not today, maybe tomorrow, the government will have to address it and answer on all these questions. And please remember that I would still reiterate what I told you earlier, that we should not allow politics to be played over these dead bodies of 7 victims. We know what happened in 2002, and as of now we are facing an eyeball situation with the Chinese army at Sikkim. And I am of the opinion that the ISI and Lashkar, and especially in the light of that person being arrested yesterday from Muzaffarpur called Sharma, you know, we have to be very careful.
You know, I want to get you back to the incident, and I want to get you back to the comments that have been made in the past, the various inflammatory statements made by separatists. You, in fact, sir, slammed the chief minister. You had slammed the state government. You, in fact, had called for talks with the separatists. Now, on one hand, you condemn such outrageous statements coming in from them, and on the other, you call for talks with these people, some of them, in fact, being on the payrolls of, you know, perpetrators from across the border.
Well, you see, now you are asking a politically loaded question. So do not blame me when I'm going to answer you that I'm doing politics over this
Please
issue.
go ahead.
Because it is you who have opened this. No, so why did the PDP, BJP agenda of governance say that they will speak to all stakeholders? Why did the late Chief Minister thank Pakistan for holding peaceful elections? So these are the questions. You know, it is the misgovernance, it is the mismanagement of the BJP and PDP, you know, which is what is happening in the valley over there right now.
And those questions have also been asked.
So it is for them to answer these questions.
Those questions have also been asked of the Chief Minister and of the PDP government. Are you accusing them of double standards and double speak? Because they have also been slammed for not being able to get the situation under control.
Well, madam, I think so. You know, these are the questions which should be addressed appropriate. It is a very appropriate question which should be addressed to the ruling party, whether it is the BJP or PDP, and they must be asked all these questions. Because they are in power over there, they are in power in the center. You know, when an intelligence alert has been issued, so what steps they had taken? You know, because these are very important questions, and please remember that this is the second time the Amarnath Yatris have been attacked, which has led to loss of precious lives of innocent people. Earlier also BJP was in power, and I say again, you know, this person was arrested who had allegiance to Lashkar, called Mr. Sharma. This also has to be put in appropriate framework.
Yes, and he was arrested. But, you know, Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi, I just want to understand this from you. In your experience, do you think that the way out to this mess, to this mayhem, you know, young lives, not just the pilgrims who tragically lost their lives, but young innocent lives are also losing their lives every day in the valley. What is the solution to this? And mind you, you know, words of praise and, you know, accolades is also coming in for that driver who drove the bus through the rain of bullets. But what do you think is the way out? While you blame the PDP government, while there is blame and criticism coming in for the government as well, for the central government, what is the way out of this? Are you saying or are you suggesting that talks are the only way ahead? Asaduddin Owaisi is also with us. Yes, Mr. Owaisi, please complete from where you left. We just had to dip in and listen to what the Chief Minister is saying. So you are accusing the you know, coalition in the state of Jammu and Kashmir of not being proactive enough in getting the situation under control in the valley. That's what you're saying?
Yes, I have been saying this consistently, because even when the all-party delegation went to Kashmir, after we came back, the Home Minister had called for all meeting again, and we had given many proposals. They have not seen the light. So I don't know what is the policy or what steps the government in Delhi and the state government of Jammu and Kashmir have taken or will take. Because, you know, some concrete steps needs to be taken, some direction has to be given. You know, you have to show some leadership. You cannot be seen as indecisive and dithering to this crisis which is erupting. And please remember that, you know, Lashkar, ISI are hell-bent on creating situation of 2008 or 2000. This is what they want. So we have to be alive to that situation, and the best way is to repel all these devious designs of Lashkar and ISI.
But, you know, I mean, why should, I understand that those questions need to be asked of the state administration as well, and that the Chief Minister also at some point needs to take accountability of the present unrest and, you know, the violence that exists in the valley. But, sir, just tell me something. What about the separatists? You know, what about their responsibilities or about their work that they're doing? I don't know if you got a chance to see the Hurriyat Truth tapes where some of the separatists have been caught on camera accepting and admitting that they have been receiving funds to stoke unrest in the valley for decades together.
Well, you know, you're absolutely right. But if you read books written by people who headed the intelligence department.
Yes.
These secrets will come out more. But then again, if this has been going on, I hope that the NIA sees of this matter, and NIA will ensure that funding from across the border will stop. And I hope that that investigation will lead to its logical conclusion.
But don't you think that the scenario right now in the valley, in the state of Jammu and Kashmir
Thank you, madam.
All right, Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for speaking to us. And while we had been speaking to the AIAM chief Asaduddin Owaisi, we have also been showing you the visuals coming in from Gujarat, Surat, where the bodies of the victims of that horrific terror attack has arrived. The Chief Minister personally there at the airport to receive the bodies, and also paying homage and tribute to the brave pilgrims who tragically lost their lives in that cowardly terror attack last night. We're going to take a short break and leave you with these visuals. I'll join you in just a bit. Welcome back. Well, the driver of the ill-fated bus has been receiving praise and accolades from all quarters. In fact, the Chief Minister of Gujarat and the other, pilgrims who sustained injuries have also been praising the bravery of this driver who continued to drive the bus through the rain of bullets despite being fired upon from the militants. Okay, the driver there, just giving an account of what exactly happened. He continued to drive on despite the terrorists firing on the bus indiscriminately. He never stopped, and that in fact helped save so many other precious lives. The family members of the driver, his wife, as you can see on the visuals there, also just listening to all the praise and accolades coming in for this driver who didn't stop and continued to drive on despite coming under attack from 3 to 5 terrorists, according to intelligence inputs. And we've been also getting visuals of the bodies of the Amarnath pilgrims who tragically lost their lives when this bus that was not even registered with the Amarnath Shrine Board came under attack. And that's the image of the driver who was driving that ill-fated bus that came under attack. And, everybody from the Chief Minister of Gujarat to, the other pilgrims who sustained injuries, the survivors, all praising the bravery of this driver who continued to drive on and never stopped despite coming under attack from 3 to 5 terrorists, these terrorists that surrounded the bus and started firing on the bus indiscriminately. So, and a cowardly act of a person believed to be the mastermind of this terror attack, Abu Ismail, and an act of bravery from the driver that you're seeing on your screens right now, wearing a green T-shirt with a bandana on his head. So two contrasting images that we are showing you, the people, the main persons behind the act of cowardness and bravery on your screens right now. In fact, let's just show our viewers the face of the Anantnag terror attack, the Lashkar terrorist Abu Ismail, who now has been unmasked. The man who you're seeing on your screen is Ismail, the Lashkar commander in South Kashmir. Okay, strong words there coming in from the Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, outrightly condemning the cowardly act. But one example of just how this attack, the terror attack and the tragic loss of 7 pilgrims have had no impact is that the Amarnath Yatra still continues. In fact, it has not been disrupted. It has not been called off. The Amarnath pilgrims, the remaining Amarnath pilgrims, they remain undeterred and determined, saying that acts like these and the loss of their fellow pilgrims will not shake their belief or faith. They continue, in fact, with the Amarnath pilgrimage. But all measures will now be taken to ensure their security. Or preventive measures will also be taken. Additional troops are going to be deployed as well to ensure their safety. But words of condemnation, of criticism coming in from all quarters, from all political leaders who have cut across party lines to condemn this dastardly terror attack in which 7 innocent pilgrims, for no fault of theirs, lost their life.
The spot where that exact attack took place, and from here is what is believed to be the route which the militants took after carrying out this attack to escape from here. Now, a lot of police, paramilitary forces, the army has been deployed around this entire area throughout the night. They were trying to, find out where these militants could have escaped. Top officials of the army, police, paramilitary forces still camping in Anantnag, trying to take stock of the situation and making sure that this entire road, which is the national highway that connects Kashmir with the rest of the country, is safe and is available for vehicular movement. With cameraman Tariq Shujaul Haq in Batengu for India Today.
There are elaborate arrangements already in place for the Amarnath Yatra, including the security. There is a 4-tier security grid which has been kept for Amarnath Yatra. But despite that, that unfortunate incident happened. But there is not any kind of impact visible on the routine yatra which is still going on. And today, on the Tuesday morning, more than 6,000 pilgrims have already proceeded for Amarnath Yatra from this Baltan route, and same number of pilgrims are on way from another route which is via Pahalgam. And the authorities as well as the security agencies deployed here on the Amarnath Yatra are sure that this kind of excitement among the pilgrims will continue in coming days too. With cameraman Roof Ahmed Ashrafani for India Today.
Our reporters there getting us up to speed with all the reactions coming in from not just the security personnel but from the other Amarnath pilgrims as well in the wake of the horrific terror attack that took place last night.